welcome to the podcast, South Africans Abroad. This is our first video podcast. So the new studio up and ready. So a good test. And what a way to start with somebody that's quite a legend in the sport of motocross. Wayne Lumgair.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Wayne, just tell the audience what you do.
At the moment, I'm engine guy for Red Bull KTM. So that's servicing, fine-tuning, everything to do with engine for Red Bull KTM.
Okay.
And that's Tomac, Plessinger, Juju, and Prado.
Okay, so that's quite big.
But I have my brother he's also on the team.
Yeah.
So we both are engine guys, so we share the load.
Okay. So for the people that don't know,
Uh-huh.
I mean, KTM is probably the top team in motocross and
I'd like to
supercross.
say, yeah.
Yeah. So how did you get involved in that?
I guess I came with Tyler. We started off, I was his mechanic when I first came here,
Okay.
and he rode for Pro Circuit. And then he's since retired, and I just stayed in the industry. I stayed at Pro Circuit for another 2 years after he retired as an engine guy.
Okay.
And then Troy Lee asked me if I wanted to be a crew chief. So I was a crew chief for them for 4 years. And then KTM, because Troy Lee was connected to KTM at the time,
Yeah.
they kind of fished me out, I guess.
Okay.
Got me to do their stuff. So I've been doing engines for now 5 or 6 years for them.
Okay. And so what were you doing in South Africa?
I was in a bike shop, Perry Yamaha.
Okay.
So, that was way back because we were in Europe for 8 years.
With
So-
Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was first South Africa, bike shop, Perry Yamaha.
Yeah.
Just a stupid mechanic working on delivery bikes.
Yeah.
Then went with Tyler to Europe. We would come home every year for Christmas and because the weather's so bad and that.
Okay.
And then his success, he helped me get to where I am, I guess.
Okay.
Together we did it. He succeeded and I succeeded.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So there's a lot of people on a lot of the audience that don't know a lot about motocross and supercross.
Mhm.
Can you explain the difference between motocross and supercross, firstly?
So Supercross is in a stadium. That's the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not always, but it's supposed to be in a stadium, and it's just way tighter, much more for the fans, jumps, whoops, where motocross is more natural, outdoors,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supercross is more show, more money. For us, that's way more important.
Yeah. And I mean, to land at a team like KTM, I mean, that's quite a feat, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about visas for a second. We were having a little brief discussion about visas. How did you get the visa to get in here?
Well, Tyler was world champion at the time. He got a contract through Pro Circuit to come and race here,
Okay.
and we just came under. I was his support or whatever. So because I was his support in Europe,
Yeah.
he was allowed to take his whole support with him. And
And what visa is that? Is that like a athletics visa?
P1 maybe? P1 I think it's called.
Okay.
So
And
I was on that for 2 or 4 years, like we had to keep renewing it.
yeah.
And then eventually got I think it was maybe 5 years, and then got a green card, and then got citizenship.
Okay. So how long have you been a citizen now?
Maybe 6, 7 years, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, because you've been here quite a long time, eh?
2009, yeah.
Okay. And was California always the place for you to move?
Just because the industries, I like Florida,
Mm.
but there's no real industry there, except Yamaha's moved there now, but
Yeah.
Pro Circuit was here, KTM's here, so yeah.
So you've been out of South Africa for a long time, being in Europe and things like that. Is it?
2001 I left South Africa.
And do you ever see yourself going back there?
No, it's been too long now.
Yeah. So you kind
I
of
don't have family
acclimatized.
there, yeah, it's
Yeah.
everything's here. I have a house, I have a life, a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Let's just so let's talk about your job for a second.
Sure.
Do you want to just explain exactly what you do?
So, beginning of the season, we'll get a whole lot of cams, pistons, different heads, different configurations, and we'll run them on the dyno. I'll be putting them on the dyno, going through all different packages to try and find the best package for the riders. And then once I found the best package, or what we think maybe this 3 or 4 packages, we'll take them to the track and we'll start with test riders.
Okay.
and the test rider will pinpoint and pick them out, and maybe this one's better, or combinate, and then I'll go back to the shop and build something and try and put it all together, and then it'll be ready for when the riders start riding. So that'll be the beginning.
Okay.
And then once they've picked their engine, which normally they don't change it, they pick one engine package and they pretty much stay with that the whole year.
Yeah.
And then once the season starts, then it's basically servicing, dynoing, prepping the race and practice engines.
Okay. So let's talk about the bikes for a sec. How much of the factory bikes can you actually purchase as a guy off the street?
Well, we build our bikes from parts, so we don't start with the actual bike. Everything's from parts.
Okay.
So a lot of the parts are stock parts,
Yeah.
but a lot of the parts are special factory parts from Austria. So
Yeah, because I mean, when we went, I had a tour at the factory and stuff. I've never seen anything so clean in my life. I must just add, it was quite an experience. But I mean, we were picking up parts that are so light, and we used to ride motocross and things like that. And I've never, picked up a bolt that weighs nothing.
Yeah.
So you can see where the advantage
you can
is.
buy titanium.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you can't buy the titanium we have, because our supplier, we would have had an agreement that it's only for us.
Yeah.
But there's places you can buy it. So.
Yeah. Okay.
The problem is all the teams do the same thing. So you think you're on a factory bike, but all the other teams are doing the same stuff. They also got all the stuff. So
Yeah, you think you got the advantage. I mean, it's so tight with all the factory teams.
and then you hear people say, "Oh, but he beats me because he's on a factory bike and I'm not." But he wasn't on a factory bike when he started either. He had to get there.
Yeah.
And that's
Well, even watching the races, I mean, obviously all the factory riders are up front and things like that. So,
But like Tyler, for example, when we went to Europe, there was no factory bike. You start on what you can get.
yeah,
Just get bikes from dealers and try and make them as good as you can, and hopefully you can be good enough to show something that a team will see you and then, hey, give you an opportunity.
yeah. Are you still in contact with Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is he doing now?
He lives in Florida. He has some investments, and on the side he trains other riders. He had a facility like tracks and all that. He had a property,
Okay.
and he used to do Chase Sexton and some of the other guys. But in Florida, it's really strict with the laws and things. And the county, I don't know, one of the neighbors complained of noise or something,
Yeah.
and he went through a whole rigmarole and eventually had to shut it down.
Okay.
So now he just goes to different tracks and trains riders.
Yeah.
More physical fitness.
I know Alden Baker's down there as well.
Yes. So actually, Alden Baker was on this side of the street. Tyler was on this side of the street.
Okay.
You could hear the guys riding.
Yeah.
The one on that side of the street was a different county, so Alden was safe. The one on this side of the street where Tyler was some other county.
All the
and
American
it
laws.
fell under the guy, and the guy was not a fan. And
Yeah. All these American laws, it's like different there. Have you been back to South Africa?
2010 was the last time,
Okay.
so it's been a while.
Anything you miss about South Africa?
Yeah. Food.
Yeah, that's the number one
The
thing.
food, the people, friends,
Yeah.
like the socializing, when rugby game's on and everyone's watching and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Do you mix with a lot of South Africans out here?
Actually, in KTM, there's a few that work there, and at the racing, there's quite a few in the industry, but that's about all.
Yeah.
I don't really know any others outside of the racing.
Okay.
And now you.
And now us. We definitely got to have a braai
There you
soon.
go.
Show you some of the South African food.
There you
'Cause
go.
we make our own biltong and stuff like that.
Cool.
Nice, man. And what are your plans when you retire from racing? What do you
Stay here, I guess.
yeah, and just
Yeah.
chill and
Just relax.
yeah. What's the best part of your job?
Winning.
Yeah, that's a KTM way.
Yeah. It's when you have these kind of jobs, it's so much work
Yeah.
and so many hours. Especially when you're traveling. I don't travel anymore, but when I used to travel, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
So when you have bad results or injuries and you're out for months, like it's
Yeah.
a tough job.
Because you used to race as well, huh?
Back in South Africa, yeah.
Did you win any titles in championships?
I think I won the TEL Championship,
Okay.
no South African Championship. But
Yeah. What year was that you were riding there?
I left in 98 maybe was my last year.
Okay.
98, 99, somewhere around there.
And you still ride now?
No.
In the mountains and things? No, nothing. Even with all those
Last thing I
bikes
want
that
to do
you're...
is see a bike on the weekends if I'm not
Yeah.
at a race. No.
So you talk about the traveling with the team and stuff like that,
Yep.
and how brutal it was. I
Mhm.
mean, that's like every week thing, eh?
It's every week. Mechanic, like you would fly on a Wednesday, build your bike on a Thursday. No, sorry, you would fly on a Thursday. You would fly on Thursday. You would get to the hotel where the semi is from the previous race. Your bikes are in the semi and they're all dirty. You've washed them at the race before, but they still... So then Thursday you strip the whole bike down, take the engine out, ship it to the engine guys, which is now me,
Yeah.
and then rebuild the whole bike from the frame on Thursday at the hotel, out in the parking lot. And then Friday you go to the track, you set up the tent. Saturday you race. Sunday you tear the bike down. Monday you fly back. Tuesday you're at the shop. Wednesday you're at the shop. Thursday you go do it all over again.
Jesus.
And you do that for 17 supercrosses and 12 motocrosses. So it's brutal.
So we talk about the South African work ethic and things like that, but it sounds like quite a brutal job.
It is
you know?
brutal. Like I said, when you're winning, it's much easier
Yeah.
compared to if
With
guys,
anything in life, yeah.
when your guy's injured, or if he's not doing as good as he should, or
Yeah.
it can be pretty tiring.
Okay.
So after I did that for so many years, I really I wanted to just be more based here and not travel so much.
Yeah.
So that's why I ended up as the engine guy.
Okay.
Because you don't have to go to the races. They send me to some, or if there's something we got to test, or there's a problem or something like that. But generally, I don't have to go to the races unless I want to. So.
And who's the coolest guy at KTM?
Oh, that's a hard one. I can't say that. In case they watch.
Getting too political there.
Yeah, if they watch, then they'll, what about that?
Yeah. No, that's cool. But I mean, you get to be with the riders and all these famous guys and
I think I take it for granted because people like you guys and other people are wow, this is so amazing. And you've been doing it for so many years. I need to remind myself how lucky I am. But I do take it for granted and just think, it's just...
I think it's like a lot of jobs, eh? It's like, even with my job, sometimes I also take it for granted.
Yeah.
People walk in and go, oh, these awards, and you've done all this,
nice
you've done this and you've done that. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you know. So I think it's across the board, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think people are always 100% happy with what they're doing. I think that's just part of life, eh?
Yeah. It's still a job. I mean, I still...
Yeah. Yeah, well, think about it. I mean, how many people have come over here and are struggling for work even now, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I talk to a lot of South Africans and they tend to go through the 5-year thing. So, like, the first 5 years is the hardest. Did you find that as well? Or?
Yeah, when I came from Europe, it was the first 2 years for me, I felt a little bit like lost. And that's strange because Tyler was winning. So, I don't know. You just... different cultures and different...
Yeah. Let's talk about the culture for a second. Yeah? Like, how different they are, yeah. You know? I mean, even you're talking about going at guys' houses and catering and stuff.
Yeah,
like
they're very... they're friendly.
Yeah.
They're nice people, but you don't seem to socialize outside of... I don't know.
Yeah.
Outside of the industry. You don't go to... I mean, you go to the guy's house, but it's just not like South Africa.
No.
South Africa's just different.
But even I find in South Africa, you don't have to make an appointment to go for a bra. You know, you just rock up at the guy's house, with a bottle of brandy and some chops. Eh?
And if you say, hey, let's do a bra, then you'll do a bra.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, hey, let's do that or that, and then
and never happens.
Nothing happens.
But also, I mean, I've tried to rock up at people's houses and stuff, and they're like,
what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, you didn't have an appointment.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm just, you know.
Yeah, it's just different. They're not bad people. It's just different.
No, I mean, I've been welcomed. The first 5 years for me was pretty hard, pretty brutal.
Yeah.
With the same as a lot of people that have come over here. but obviously we integrated into society here, and we're doing okay now.
And you ever go back, or was this
No, I've never been back.
never?
So
Since when?
we've been here for 11 years.
Oh.
We want to go back. Obviously, our family and everything is still there.
Why haven't you been back? Just
A lot of different things. Like, I think finances was the first thing. The first 6 years we struggled, man. Like, I literally had to go work at Amazon and stuff, and I've said the story like 100 times. But yeah, we just literally didn't have money to go home.
and now is this home, or you'll end up there?
Interesting question. I think we'll stay here. I don't think I'll ever go back home to move. I think I've put too much into America. I'm American as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
South Africa will still always be home, but I don't know, man. Without getting too political or whatever, I think there's a lot of problems there that need to be solved.
Yeah.
And the big reason we came over here was for my son, you know, to have a future.
Yeah. Well, for me, like, where am I going to go work? Like, at a bike shop? Or,
Yeah.
Like, it's just, this is what I do now. I don't really know anything else, so.
Yeah, it's the same with me. Like, the industry over there at the moment is not the greatest.
Yeah.
I mean, I had studios there. Those studios are gone. You know, the whole industry, the film industry and everything's taken a dive. And to go there and start again, or even to retire there, I mean, what would I...
Exactly.
Where would I go, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't have any family there now, so it's like,
Yeah.
my friends, hardly any of them are even there. They like, I really have nothing there.
Yeah,
But it's still an amazing country, beautiful country.
100%.
That's probably
Yeah.
the best. It's
Yeah,
just
we want to
sad
go back
some of the stuff
for a
that's-
visit. But
I think
we just need to find the right
vacation,
time.
that's the place to go. But living, once you've lived elsewhere, it'd
Yeah,
be tough to go back.
yeah. So do you feel like this is home now? Eh? Yeah, because
I mean, yeah, 17 years now, so.
yeah, I spoke to a guy a couple of weeks ago, Mark, and he's adamant to go back. He wants to retire in South Africa in a game range type thing, and which is fine, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a great job. Yeah, he flies helicopters
Oh, wow.
in San Diego, but yeah, he's adamant to go back. He wants his kids to go and experience that. And
No, I understand that.
hats off to
Yeah,
him.
for sure. It's a beautiful country. And people that have been there from here or Europe, they all say, wow, you've got such a nice country.
Yeah. Well, the first thing when people hear I'm from South Africa, they're, oh my God, it's beautiful there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I want to live there and this and that, you
My
know.
neighbor actually went all over Africa,
Okay.
and he stopped in South Africa. So he asked me, where should he go? And I told him, go Cape Town and do all these
Yeah.
tourist things. And when he came back, he's like, wow, South Africa's the best.
It is. It will
He's
always
like,
be.
that's the best country they've ever been to.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And he's like, why don't you want to? And I was like, I don't know.
I must tell you a funny story. You talk about South Africa. So my son is now looking at different colleges to play football. And we went to a college last weekend, and I saw a big sign up there, hashtag Ubuntu. Okay. And I'm like, the first time I've ever seen that in America. And I said to the guy, I said, what's up with Ubuntu, you know? He goes, yeah, man, the All Blacks. And I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? He says, the All Blacks, man, they're the best. Ubuntu. And I said, okay, we just need to straighten something out here. Ubuntu is a South African saying. He goes, yeah, South Africans, All Blacks. He's totally confused. So I had to put him in his place. But yeah, it's definitely. I mean, last night I was meeting people, and you know, when they were saying South Africa, and so they want to move there and they want to go there. They've never been, you know. Beautiful, beautiful place.
It is. Just the crime, obviously, that's a bit of a problem. And like, to earn money, what would I be able to do? Like, I need a job, and
And you've been to Europe, and I mean, you've been all over the place. Where would your ideal location be? Would it be?
I mean, South Africa, if it had everything America's got, but
So out of Europe and America.
America's, the culture's closer to South Africa.
Yeah, and the weather.
Yeah, and the weather. And I enjoyed Europe, my whole time in Europe, but we went home for 3 months every year. So we kind of missed that really bad weather.
Yeah.
Because all the tracks are frozen and cold and rainy. So from November to like February, we were in South Africa.
Okay.
And then we'd go back for the season and do the season and then get out again. So, but
Yeah.
Europe's nice.
What What do you still do that's very South African here in America?
Well, I haven't lost my accent, so that's one
That's a
thing.
good thing. Huh?
Yeah. I still eat biltong.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's some things you just don't lose.
Yeah. Work mentality,
Yeah.
for sure.
South Africans work hard.
Yeah.
And it's kind of known in the industry, I think. Like, hire a South African,
Yeah.
they work.
Oh, in the motocross.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to do that a lot in my business.
Okay.
Trying to find South Africans to work with us.
Okay.
I got a guy who works with me.
Yep.
South African guy, and yeah, it's
Yeah.
don't even have to say much about that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. And so you said you got no family or anything, yeah? Did you come over alone or?
No. I mean, I've had a pretty rough, almost 2 years now, but I'm married to Tyler's mom.
Okay.
She passed away almost 2 years ago now.
Okay.
And my mom and dad were in South Africa, and they were pretty old and everything. So me and my brother moved them here.
Right.
And took care of them. We put them in an apartment and we paid for everything. And then actually my dad passed away. Then 6 months later, my mom passed away. Then 12 days later, my mom passed away. So it was a rough,
Yeah,
it was a very rough time. So that's why I don't have family in South Africa anymore.
Oh shit, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, so I just have my brother now.
Okay.
He also lives here. He's actually the other engine guy, which is crazy that two brothers are both at KTM, Red Bull, doing the engines.
Landed with their ass in the butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how old's your brother?
He's 3 years younger than me. I think he's 47, 48.
Right.
Mm.
And so which side of the engine shop does he work with in?
He's right next to me.
Okay.
Yep.
And also doing the same guys?
Same guys.
So your team then works with, you mentioned with all the guys. So it's not like one guy works with.
No. You get there's a team manager.
Right.
He takes care of the rider contracts and sponsors. Then you get a crew chief. He takes care of all the technical stuff with the mechanics. Then you get the mechanics that take care of the bike. Then you get the engine guys that take care of the engine. And then you get the suspension guys that take care of the suspension.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you guys keep that shop so clean? That's insane. I got to show the people what
I think
looks
once
like.
it starts off clean and everyone just
Yeah.
wants to work in a clean shop, so you just...
Because I've been in a couple of mechanic shops and things like that, and I've never ever, I mean, I could eat off those floors. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know, when you walk in there, it looks like a science.
It's quite
science
easy
lab.
once it's like, we don't bring dirty bikes and they get washed before they come in, and just...
Yeah.
We want to make it like we have a dirty grinding room if we have to grind or cut or whatever, so we just... It's got to be clean like that.
Yeah. And how do you see the next 5 years playing out for you?
For me? I'll probably stay an engine guy, I think.
Any plans for retirement?
Sure.
Yeah. Just chilling. Do you fish and?
I do fish. I haven't fished in a long time, actually, since my wife, she's got a brain tumor, and she fought that for 2 years. So from that whole time, I didn't do any fishing on it. But before that, I used to go on the boats and that, or fish off the beach. But since that time, I was taking care of her and my job, and it was a dark time. So
and now you're staying by yourself, eh?
now I'm on my own,
Okay. Well, you're welcome to come to the house anytime for a bra. And, no, lekker, man. Thanks for coming.
No worries.
And
Pleasure.
yeah, good luck, man. And
thank
as
you.
I say, just make sure you come to the house there. We'll have a bra and
Thank you.
And carry on, you know.
I appreciate it.
Right,
Thank you.
yeah. Make sure to tune in to the next episode. And check you Tuesday.